right. I think we're good.
All right.
Go ahead, dude.
Dude, this is your thing. I got like really nervous right now.
I know, I can tell.
I gotta giggle.
All right. What is up, guys, and welcome to what is the first of the Car Couple podcast. Essentially, what we're going to be doing here is you guys get to see a little bit more of the personal stuff between me and Felicia, different conversations and topics, and how they relate to the way we interpret stuff, whether it's car community stuff, relationship stuff, or anything in between. There's not really anything that we're not going to be okay covering. The only thing I'd say is you're going to have to deal with a lot of Felicia's constant giggling.
I'll move away from the camera when I do that. Sorry.
Yeah, but as I said, these are the type of things you're going to have to get used to. But
if they watch us, I mean, you don't have to, but
that's the plan. We will be trying to upload these things to Spotify or other types of platforms, but we're going to start with the YouTube channel, which is where we have most of our people, and hopefully we can see some growth from there, and we'll see what happens. But again, this is all for getting to see a little bit more of the not car show and not tutorial stuff that has to do with the car couple. So to start us off, we're going to just go into what it's like being part of the car couple, because at this point now, even though we're not huge as a channel, people that are local to us recognize us everywhere we go when we show up to the local car meets or local car events like Tuner Evo and things like that. So I thought that'd be a good place to get started, considering we are a little bit more recognizable, or at least our cars are more recognizable now, because I mean there was a point where our cars were nothing more than just, you know, basic starter models of stuff, and we were kind of had dreams on what the car was going to look like. But as far as becoming the car couple, I mean the coolest thing about it has been just we've met more people as a group than I feel like we would have met individually. Even if we had nice cars before, like I feel like the fact that two cars show up places has like...
Yeah, I mean, it's the same way when you see like a group of people show up, or like people who are part of a, I don't know, like they're sponsored by the same person and they always ride together.
Yeah, I mean, definitely certain vendors show up to car events and
they've got like their recognizable cars.
Right, exactly. I mean, some of the people that are even local to us, like Josh Kroll's shop and Royal Customs, like whenever they go to stuff as a group, they have like their own booth set up, and people recognize the group more than they actually recognize like the people in the group.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's only like when you get like super popular, like what was that, 1.6G?
Yeah.
Like
he actually sold his car though. He got rid of the G37 and got a GTR, so it still fits. But
GTR.
But yeah, that's a perfect example.
Yeah.
There are people who are constantly out and recognizable individually, but I feel like it's tougher to do it that way.
You have to be like so much more popular,
yeah, to
have that type of recognizability.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I mean, take somebody like, think somebody who's big, TJ Hunt. Like, I remember when his channel was really small, but I don't feel like his channel would have grown anywhere near as fast as it did if it wasn't for having like Calvin with him all the time.
Oh gosh, Calvin's the best.
Yeah, we met him at Tuner Evo one year.
Yeah.
But I don't think his channel would have gotten as big as it. I'm not saying he wouldn't have got there eventually, but I don't think it would have gotten as big as it did, as fast as it did, if not for like the dynamic between them.
Right. Yep.
Like they were BRZ people first, where they were working on stuff together and they were showing up with stuff together, and then obviously his channel got big enough where he could do way bigger projects. But I feel like for people like that, it's the fact that there's a group around them, and people are more entertained by the group than they are, you know. I mean, TJ's car was really cool. I mean, and he's done a lot of stuff with it, but I don't feel like people were entertained by the car as much as they were entertained by the group of people around the car.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, I mean, as it relates to that, being the car couple, which is essentially what we get recognized as now, I feel like we're more recognized because the two cars show up together. Because like sometimes when you just drive in with me, people are like, "Well, where's the white one?"
Oh yeah, everybody. Well, we were just at one show, like the last thing at last year, where I was like I was babysitting my car.
Yeah, was that the one at where Tuna Repo was, but like you didn't drive it down?
That one.
Yeah, you could have definitely gone to that one. That was before your car was in the shape
anyway,
it's in now.
We're sidetracking.
Yeah, but no, I mean that car is more recognized now because they've been together. Mm-hmm. So it's always weird when we show up and people are like, "Well, where's the Z at?" Because you can only like take it so far until you finish your engine project.
Right, big project.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, we haven't uploaded any video on it, but Felicia is working on tearing her whole engine apart, and she's supposed to be doing a full engine build. And if we don't finish that, we're just going to buy another engine and have somebody else build it.
Yeah. That's
eventually. Yeah. It's tax season, so we have more important money to spend right now. And once our taxes and everything are paid, we'll see how much work we can actually get done.
Well, or should we say your taxes? Because I paid mine.
I mean, I'm waiting for my numbers to come back, but I should be fine. But I mean, as far as like being part of the half of the car couple, I feel like it's weird now when we drive places without both cars because people are always asking where the other one is.
It's two halves of a whole.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like our actual personal relationship, though, it's cars are still a big part of the stuff we do. We're always working in the garage or looking online at something else that we want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, so yeah, I don't really know what all we want to go into right now since this is our first one.
Mm-hmm. My thing that I definitely wanted to make sure that we got into on the first episode was making sure that people knew that this wasn't going to be something that was scripted. We might have a topic or two that we want to get into, but there's definitely nothing that we're going to like stick to. So this isn't going to be one where we talk about just car meets or car projects or people.
But down the line,
obviously,
we'll have topics.
Yeah, I'm not saying we're not going to have topics. I'm saying that we're not going to stick to one lane. Mm-hmm. So we're not just going to talk about car projects because there's a bunch of other people that do that all the time. I feel like it's more valuable and definitely more entertaining. At least it is to me with the people that I watch and the things that I watch. I always like to see the things that don't look scripted. Like I like to see where stuff goes on its own rather than saying like I tuned into this thing to watch this. Like even when I'm watching like history stuff or when I'm watching like documentaries, like I'm always more interested when they stop talking about the thing that I already know about and they go to like something that I wouldn't have thought to look at.
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely adds a different dynamic to it, especially because like when we did the videos that were outside with the car showing things or how-tos or what like that, it wasn't as much like the interaction between you and me. It was just like, this is how you do this, then you do this. Mm-hmm. Where like here we can go into differences in car meets or what's it like being a car couple, like how do you feel with your car and my car and
that's what I mean.
Being a car girl.
Yeah, that's actually a big one. But no, that's exactly the point I was making. Is like I don't want to stick to one lane and just stay there. It's like whatever we decide to bring to the table on any day is where it's going to be.
No, it's good.
Because for me, like I said, I'm more entertained by the things that I didn't know that I wanted to know. So when I'm watching something informational or entertaining, I'm more entertained by something that's off script.
Well, and this also isn't like an informational type of thing. This is just
Right. Which again, just like you said, with with some of the tutorials and videos that we've done before, it's been like, here's how to take the rivets out of your wheels, and here's how to install a catch can. So there wasn't really a lot of dynamic between us. It was more so just trying to get to the point of what it was for, so that people could actually benefit from it.
Right.
But people that we've met have actually like asked me or us like more about us since we met them. Mm-hmm. Like they recognized us, but they didn't like know about us.
So that's what we will be giving you guys. Some background behind the scenes. This is how we are.
If you ever wondered how these videos look so professional,
It is very hard.
yeah. But
There are a lot of different takes that we do. Sorry, me.
There's a lot of different takes that I have to do for you. I usually get my stuff done at like 1 or 2 maximum, and you're like, okay, so all right, so I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna say this.
Well, because you want to do it all in one take, and I'm like, I totally blanked on what I was gonna say, and now I have to start over again.
12 clips later, I have videos that actually look good.
So I need a script.
No,
That's why this is nice, and I'm excited to see what we come up with, because I definitely don't think in a straight line, as you know, being married to me for almost 2 years and with me for 7. Mm-hmm. I appreciate your patience.
Yeah, I think everybody else appreciates my patience too. But yeah, some of the videos that we've uploaded, they look really clean, but there may have been like 20 minutes of trying to get Felicia to actually say 3 sentences in a row. 15
takes later.
Yeah. My favorite ones are when you actually have to walk while you're talking and you forget what direction you have to go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Actually,
dude, I can't do
we never uploaded that video where we were doing the exhaust sounds for you and you couldn't figure out how to get to your car.
Oh my gosh, yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, because you're like, you have to look at the camera, but you need to walk over here and point to here, and I'm like, I can't look in 3 different directions at once.
But you were like, hey guys, welcome back to the car channel. Oh my god, the sun. Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta take that again. Hey guys, welcome back to the trip. You're supposed to just like...
I think there was a time that I forgot what we were called too.
Yes. You said, welcome back to the couple car channel. Like, you couldn't get the 3 C's in a row. Car, couple, channel. But, yeah, like, there's a whole bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff that we never actually upload, which is actually why we're doing this, because there's not a lot of interpersonal dynamic on our channel. So we're going to use this as kind of the thing that lets people kind of see more about who we are and what we do when we're not trying to make a video perfect.
Like you want it to be.
Well, because the irony is you'll tell me to just
cut it.
Yeah, you'll tell me
just cut it.
Just cut it. You can edit that out. You can do like, but the thing is, the irony is when I try and do it your way, I'm then editing it for hours, and then you keep checking. Like, are you almost done? Are you almost done?
But it also adds more of a human aspect to it, because none of us are perfect.
No, none of us are perfect, but
it's funny to have some of those.
And I do leave some
in there.
Like when we did the Valentine's episode where I did your exhaust for you.
Oh, God.
I left all of your natural reaction.
Well, that's because you were like, it's the real reaction.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like if I want that part of it, it's very easy to do. But then a lot of times, even when we did that, you were like, babe, why don't I just shoot that again and I can do it from over here? And I'm like, no.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did, because you were crying and then you were trying to figure out how to like close the video, and you tried to like close.
Because you wanted me we'd close the video and I'm like, I can't even think right now.
Right, but
And I was off to the gym.
right, you were off to the gym. But what I'm saying is, when we do these type of episodes on the podcast, or when we do those type of things in the videos on our channel, the only thing that really shows up organically is those type of things. But most of the videos that we do are like me trying to display a car show, or us actually trying to show an event or show people how to do stuff. There isn't that many videos that we uploaded that are actually just us, like, because we did one where we went to the car meet and the guy's car caught on fire.
Oh yeah, that was what, KOP.
Yeah, it was
No.
it was where the Tuner Revolution meet was supposed to be.
Oak Center.
Yeah, it was at the Oak Center. Yeah, some guys, if you guys didn't see it, some guy's G35 caught on fire. It wasn't mine.
Was it a G35 or G37?
It was a sedan. It was a sedan.
Oh, it was this. Was it? Okay.
Yeah. That was, and of course that got the meet shut down. But
that'll be an interesting conversation.
Yeah, we
Talking about different types of meats.
Yeah, we will definitely get into how the car community has changed over the last few years.
Well, and also, like, well, yeah, we can talk about that more later.
Yeah. Again, there's no, on this podcast, there won't be any script to it. It won't be anything that we're expecting to get into or any direction that we're expecting the conversations to go. At most, we'll come at it with like one or two topics or questions we want to cover, but the rest of it's going to be exactly what you see. There won't be any real editing to it other than cutting it when it's over. So that's going to wrap up as far as I'm concerned, unless Felicia has something else she wants to mention.
No. Did you want to give an update on your car and our cars, or?
You don't have a car.
I have a car. It functions. It just doesn't drive for that long.
You don't have a car. Okay, so
I have an overheating issue.
Felicia basically blew up her car, and then
I didn't blow up my car.
she keeps trying to drive it.
Oh my goodness, William. I didn't blow it up. It's fine for like the first 10 minutes.
Right. So
And then it's not.
So her gym that she works out at is about a 7-minute drive from here. And that's about the extent of her driving capability. She tried to go to Lowe's in her car, which is about a 10-minute drive, and she made a U-turn and came right back home because her car wasn't going to make it.
Okay, it's just the head gasket.
Right. So we're kind of pricing out rebuild options for how we're going to approach Felicia's car, whether we buy a new engine or whether we rebuild her old one, or whether we have other people that do it for us and we'll turn her car into something special. But there's no real...
My car's already special.
There's no... Your car is special.
Thank you. You're like validating me.
My car is fine. I have to take my car to 2 shops to get some wiring done, and there's a little bit of damage to the rear bumper. I want to try and get that taken care of before the shows start up. But that's all the real catch up for it that we have right now. Hopefully everything continues to go well and we can really roll these casts out. But
Because it's the summer 21.
there's gonna be plenty of stuff.
Honest.
There's gonna be plenty of stuff to talk about. But that's gonna wrap it up. What should we call this? The car couple cast.
Car couple C3.
Yeah.
We already have C2.
That's true. So we'll call this the car couple cast. That's gonna wrap it up, guys, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Now